Welcome to the Crystal Crossings. I am Reverend Paul. Have you noticed this week all the miscommunications going on between people? And it's happening everywhere. It seems that no one is listening or paying attention. Well, I'm going to share with you that there is an astrological reason for that. But before I share that with you, I would like to ask you all to be kind to your family and friends during this week. Be calm, take a breath, and hold your words. Think twice before speaking, and handle your relationships with care. In a sense, what we have going on right now is a clash of the titans. We have the two combatants, Uranus and Pluto, and they are anything but gentle and subtle. In one corner of the ring is the unpredictable and rebellious Uranus. In the other is Pluto, Lord of Death, rebirth, and everything that lurks in the depths of the being of our planet. And Uranus represents change, invention, revolution, and higher awareness. And its effect sometimes can be shocking, unpredictable, and erratic. And on the other hand, Pluto represents globalization, destruction, transformation, and renewal. And its effect can be grinding, ruthless, and extreme at times. And these two planets are distinctly non-personal and emotionless, but yet their effect can be felt deeply. And as of June 24th, Uranus and Pluto squared. Now the square is the most challenging of the planetary aspects, representing tests and challenges. Its effect is stressful and frustrating. Sounding familiar, perhaps like maybe the week you might have had? Well, Uranus is also the planet of freedom and surprises. And it will make an exact square with Pluto, planet of transformation. And of course they did do this on June 24th. And this will be the first in a series of 7 such squares that will take place between now and the year 2015. Now, many astrologers say that this series of squares will transform the world as we know it, sparking profound changes on every level, personally, professionally, globally, economically, you name it, it is going to open every door. Now, the last series of squares with Uranus and Pluto was between 1932 and 1934. And you only have to look to the 1930s and see the effects that happened then. You had the Great Depression, you had political issues, you had the stock market crash, lack of jobs, social upheaval, and the list goes on and on. But out of that came change. And as I said, this was indeed a time of great challenge and change. But it was also a waning square of Uranus and Pluto. And a waning square is a time for deconstruction. And it's a time for a crisis of consciousness that exposes the ideas that must be challenged, tested, and transcended. so that better spaces for spiritual growth may develop. Now, this time we are experiencing a waxing square. So this is a crisis of formation, a time to make a choice about what to be centered upon, a time to establish a deeper, truer foundation. And yes, it is a time for action. What is put before us, or what we have put before ourselves, is a crossroads, which demands that we choose a path. We should look upon it as an opportunity for building a new world, a better world. You know, we can no longer sit on the fence and, oh yeah, you might try, but guess what? You're going to get kicked to one side of the fence or another. I guarantee it. Because we can no longer sit on that fence. The winds of change are blowing, and we must choose our path. Remember that beaten paths are for beaten people. And this is our time to shine our light. And I would like to end this with a quote from Bill Attribe. And it's called A Time for Action. We are at a turning point. Some have called it the fourth turning. Some have called it the end of times. But we are at a moment of opportunity to build a new world and offer to those that follow us a better world than we could have even imagined. This is our time to choose, to ask ourselves what the greater good is for all, and then to simply do that. This is a time for heroes and healers, doers and leaders. This is our time to become the becoming. And it is your time to shine. Namaste, my friends. Have a great week.